Officials from Thailand Embassy and University of Mahidol, Bangkok visit Integrated Checkpost ICP Borei. Thailand team says no hurdle in Thailand-Myanmar border trade. Prime Minister Modi says pro-people policies of government empowering poor and women. Launches various new initiatives under e-court project on Constitution Day. Security forces seize drugs worth Rs 1.25 crore. Arrest 2 suspected drug smugglers in Technopan. Alliance Air resumes a Silchar-Imphal flight service after a decade to enhance air connectivity in Northeast. And on 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks, Jay Shankar says India determined to complete justice process. Kurumjay, good evening. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on IS News, and I'm Victoria RAJKUMARI. In the next 30 minutes, I'll be taking you through the day's latest updates from across the state and the world. Now the top stories. Officials from Thailand Embassy and University of Mahidol, Bangkok visited Integrated Checkpost ICP Borei yesterday. The Thailand team includes Saithong Soiphet, Minister Councillor Commercial, Narativ Rakshakid, Councillor Commercial, Dr. Sofana Sirchampa, Associate Professor, Mahidol University, Bangkok, and 2 other officials from Thailand Embassy, Delhi. The main purpose for their visit to India-Myanmar border town is to explore economic potential for investment. Manager of the Integrated Checkpost ICP Borei, T. Baite, accorded a warm welcome and presented a traditional shawl to Saithong Soiphet, Minister Councillor Commercial. While discussing the current situation of India-Myanmar border trade, the ICP manager T. Baite highlighted the impasse of India-Myanmar border trade after the COVID pandemic and present political imbroglio in Myanmar. The Thailand team said that there is no hurdle and obstruction in the Thailand-Myanmar border trade. Quote-unquote, trade is being carried out regularly and commodities were flowing as usual in our Thailand-Myanmar border, Minister Councillor S. Soiphet said. It may be mentioned that Thailand is Myanmar's second largest trading partner after China, with border trade at 5 checkpoints, that is, Tachi Lake, Mayawadi, Kaukthong, Maek and Hitiki, amounting to $4.3 billion in fiscal 2020-21, up from $3.9 billion the year before. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has asserted that India is strengthening the ideals of the Constitution and the pro-people policies are empowering the poor and women of the country. Addressing a function in New Delhi to celebrate Constitution Day today, he said that laws are being made easier and accessible for the common citizens, and the judiciary is taking many steps to ensure timely justice. Modi reminded that in the current global scenario, the world is looking at India with hope amid its growing economy and international image. He referred to the first 3 words of the preamble, that is, we the people, and said it is a call, trust, and an oath. The spirit of the Constitution is the spirit of India, which has been the mother of democracy in the world. Underlining the youth-centric spirit of the Constitution, the Prime Minister said that it is known for its openness, being futuristic and modern vision. Terming the Amrit Kal as Kartavya Kal, the Prime Minister emphasized that the mantra of duty towards the nation is first and foremost. He added, quote, be it people or institutions, our responsibilities are of first priority. Modi highlighted the contributions of countless individuals from the legislature, judiciary and executive in the last 70 decades of the journey of development and expansion of the Indian constitution. He informed that in a week's time, India is going to attend the G20 presidency and stressed the need to promote the prestige and reputation of India in the world as a team. Prime Minister Modi added that the identity of India as the mother of democracy needs to be further strengthened. During the program, the Prime Minister launched various new initiatives under the e-court project. The project is an effort to provide services to litigants, lawyers and the judiciary through information and communication technology.
इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी हो या डिजिटल पेमेंट, भारत के विकास के हर आयाम में युवा शक्ति अपना परचम लहरा रही। हमारे संविधान और संस्थाओं के भविष्य की जिम्मेदारी भी हमारे इन युवाओं के कंधों पर ही है। इसलिए आज संविधान दिवस पर मैं सरकार की व्यवस्थाओं से, देश की न्यायपालिका से एक आग्रह भी करूंगा। आज के युवाओं में संविधान को लेकर समझ और बढ़े, इसके लिए ये जरूरी है वो संवैधानिक विषयों पर डिबेट्स और डिस्कशंस का हिस्सा बने। जब हमारा संविधान बना तब देश के सामने क्या परिस्थितियां।
Modi Battalion of Assam Rifles under the aegis of IGR South seized a consignment of brown sugar worth rupees 1.25 crore near Palel on November 24th. Based on specific input, troops of Modi Battalion with a team of Manipur commandos, Technopol police station launched an operation which led to the apprehension of 2 suspects near village Thamla Pokpi. The suspects were in possession of 48 shop cases containing brown sugar weighing about 623 grams worth rupees 1.25 crore. The soap cases were found hidden inside the gearbox of a DI truck. The arrested along with the seized 48 soap cases with brown sugar, DI truck and mobile phones were handed over to Technopol police station for further investigation, according to a release from IGR South. Enhancing air connectivity in the northeast, Alliance Air has resumed the much-awaited Silchar to Imphal direct flight service, which was non-operational for a decade. The flight on the Silchar to Imphal route will operate under the Regional Connectivity Scheme Udan Ure Desh Ka Aam Nagrik of the Union Government at a subsidized rate. The Alliance Raid flight will operate Delhi between Silchar, the second most populous city of Assam, and Manipur's capital, Imphal. The flight on this route will also connect Mizoram's capital, Aizawl, and Nagaland's Dimapur on different days with Silchar. The ATR-72 aircraft, with a sitting capacity of 70 passengers, has a scheduled arrival and departure time from Silchar Airport at 1:05 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. respectively. With a flight distance of 45 minutes, the aircraft reaches Imphal Airport at 2:10 in the afternoon. On Friday, 30 passengers flew from Silchar on the maiden flight. Speaking to the media, Misala Nursing Rao, station manager of Alliance Air Aviation in Silchar Airport, said that the much-awaited service has become feasible due to the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyoti Aditya Scindia. As the nation remembers the horrors of the 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks on its 14th anniversary, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on Saturday reiterated that the task of punishing the perpetrators of the attack remained unfinished. Quote unquote, today is the anniversary of the 26/11 terror attack in Mumbai. Even after so many years, the people who planned and oversaw it have not been punished. They have not been brought to justice. This is something which give utmost importance to. Jaishankar spoke to all the news agencies. The minister also underlined that the government was determined to complete the process of justice. He said, quote unquote, working with many other countries whose citizens also lost lives to make sure that real perpetrators don't escape justice, it's an occasion that the entire country remembers it. I want to underline how strongly we feel about determining where to complete the process of justice. A total of 166, including 26 foreign nationals, were killed on November 26, 2008 by a 10-member team of the Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Taiba, in short LET, in an attack that lasted over 4 days. Joined by many leaders, the Foreign Affairs Minister also tweeted earlier today, sharing a video clip of highlights of his speech from last month's UN Counter-Terrorism Committee hosted by India. The event took place at the Taj Hotel, Mumbai, where 31 people were killed in the attack. Terrorism threatens humanity. Today, on 26/11, the world joins India in remembering its victim. Those who planned and oversaw this attack must be brought to justice. We owe this to every victim of terrorism around the world. Jay Shankar's tweet read, posted with the video. Constitution Day was observed at the Conference Hall of District Health Society, Thoubal, organized under the aegis of District Administration Thoubal by District Health Society, Thoubal. The program was attended by Chief Medical Officer, Thoubal, Dr. Y. Nokul Singh, Senior Medical Officer, Dr. M. Bikramjeet, and District Program Manager, CMO Thoubal, C.H. Basanta, as the Chief Guest, President, and Guest of Honor, respectively. T.H. Roman, Malaria Technical Supervisor of DMO Office Thoubal, highlighted on the Constitution. Dr. Y. Nokul, CMO Thoubal, briefed on history of Constitution. Dr. M. Bikramjeet explained on the fundamental rights and duties. Plate-taking on preamble by VIPs and participants was conducted as a part of the program. Staff of CMO Office Thoubal, DMO, IDSP, DTO, Leprosy Office, DFWO Thoubal, in the theme Know Your Constitution as a part of the celebration of Constitution Day in collaboration with Nehru Yuva Kendra Chandal and Center for Women and Girls Technopole at CWG Training Hall today. The program was participated by students from various schools, members of CWG, NYK Chandal, and functionaries of DLSA Chandal. The program started with a welcome and keynote speech by Mercy of NYK Chandal, followed by a preamble reading session with the participants. A lecture on Indian Constitution, fundamental duties of the citizens, and gender equality was given by the resource persons of the program, Dangnam Khaling, Secretary, Child Welfare Committee, Technopole Cum Secretary, SCR, DS CERTS. The program continued with a quiz competition on the topic, Know Your Constitution, conducted by Mercy NYK Chandal. While the painting competition on the theme Prevention of Child Marriage was conducted by Tangangrong NG, staff, CWG, contents of the two competitions later in the program. The program was also concluded with a vote of thanks from Reachway, staff of CWG Technopole. Technopole and Center for Women and Girls Technopole Chandal today jointly took out a rally against single-use plastic. The rally, which was a part of Swachh Jal Se Suraksha campaign, kicked off from Palel, Ariba Thongkhong and culminated at Gopinom village. PHED Technopole Executive Engineer T.H. Sarat flagged off the rally held under the banner of Global Election Month, promoting children's environmental rights. Students taking part in the rally held placards displaying air pollution, water pollution, and safe environment. They also shouted slogans like, "We want clean water," "We want plastic-free," "We want clean air," and "Save the planet world." A painting competition for students on Global Election Month was also held as a part of the event.
Amolakai for you world, divis the Amolakai environment, the global warming, since Mayam Lai, Mayam, your management of Germany. Parsa, Jal said Suraksha Haina, appointed 2nd October, 26 January, Vokata, Kun Kudimata, Missing Sinarigi, Habiduki, Adugisu, Taunagasi, Poingasi, Pankandri, Tojaba, Deleni, Aduna Matina, appoint Ajimidi, point plastic in ye, appoint Mahom Zazana.
Ka Manipur College Teachers Welfare Association today observed the Constitution Day today. Reading of the preamble to the Constitution of India was the theme of the event. Ka Manipur College Kukching Caretaker Principal Y. Raju, Associate Professor Dr. N. Subhash Chandra and Associate Professor S. Ingoba shared the dais on the occasion. Professor Saityavrati and Professor M. Shanti led the participants in reading out the preamble of the Constitution. NCC cadets of Ka Manipur College Kukching, along with the attendees, sang the national anthem and paid respect to the Indian Constitution. Later on, Associate Professor of Ka Manipur College Kukching History Department, Dr. N. Somendrajit, and Political Science Department Assistant Professor Suresh Khan spoke on preamble of the Constitution. The Constitution Day was also observed by Senapati District Legal Services Authority DLSA at the premises of a District and Session Judge Senapati. The event was attended by N. Kriti Chan, Chairman DLSA Margaret, Secretary N. Koshia Mao. Additional PP wherein the Judicial Magistrate Kangpokpi Sophia Rani read out the preamble of the Constitution along with all the participants, PLVs, panel lawyers, police personnel while observing the enactment of the Constitution on 26 of November 1949 by Constituent Assembly in the Parliament. The event also featured a Rights of the ST painting competition for school students. Rupees 200 and a certificate was given as the first prize and Rupees 1,500 for second prize and third prize respectively. Jersad Battalion of Assam Rifles organized a plate-taking ceremony on occasion of the Constitution Day at Battalion Headquarters, Jersad today. The plate was aimed to reaffirm the country as a sovereign, social, secular and democratic republic and secure justice, liberty and equality for all citizens and promote fraternity to maintain unity and integrity of the nation. Zaphou Village Authority along with residents staged a sit-in protest against the Manipur government decision to dismantle an old market at Zaphou Bazaar. Zaphou Bazaar will remain closed from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. on November 28 as a mark of protest against the government move, Zaphou Village Chief said in a press release. Kaithiel Mandvi Battalion, under the aegis of Headquarter IGR South, organized a wreath-laying ceremony to commemorate the supreme just sacrifice by Lance Nayak S.K. Ghosh, Nayak Bhakta Bahadur and Rifleman Lakhan Chand Gohen at Kaithiel Mandvi Garrison, Imphal West District yesterday. The battalion honored the brave heart who made the supreme sacrifice for the cause of the nation on this day in 1992 at Jaluki, Nagaland. All ranks of the battalion paid their respect by laying wreaths and according guard of honor. Manipur witnessed 0 coronavirus cases in the last 24 hours. The state's tally stands at 1,39,915. A total of 91 samples were tested in the same hours. The active cases, as per the latest updates from the state COVID-19 Command Control Room, remains at 12. No recovery was reported in the same hours. There was no fatalities report in the last 24 hours. The recovery rate remains at 98.46%, while the death toll remains at 2,149. India reported 389 new coronavirus infections and 3 COVID-related deaths in the last 24 hours across the country, according to a Union Health Ministry. This takes the country's total tally of COVID-19 infections from the beginning of the pandemic to 4,46,71,219. With a decrease of 365 cases from the previous day, India's active caseload went down to 5,395 according to the Union Health Ministry data on Saturday morning. The 3 new fatalities include 1 reconciled by Kerala according to the ministry data. The country's overall death toll since the beginning of the pandemic has now reached 5,30,608. The situation along the Assam-Meghalaya border, where 6 people were killed in a village following violent clashes, remained tense but under control with security forces ensuring no further flare-ups, officials said according to a media report. Restrictions under Section 144 of the CRPC continued to be imposed in the clash site and surrounding areas, they said. Meanwhile, in a relief to the people of Meghalaya, the Assam Petroleum Mazdoor Union, APMU, decided to resume transportation of the fuel to that state, which it late suspended on Thursday following assurance of security of tankers and crew from the neighboring state. At least 20 oil tankers guarded by armed personnel entered Meghalaya from Assam on Friday, ending the uncertainty over fuel supply to the state, the officials said. Assam police on Friday issued a fresh advisory making its citizens not to travel to Meghalaya as the situation is still not very good in a neighboring state where police vehicles were charged and several people were injured during protests on Thursday night. At least 5 vehicles from outside Meghalaya have reportedly been burnt down in different parts of the hill state since the violence erupted on Tuesday, besides several cases of stone pelting coming to the fore. Violence had broken out at Mukru village near the disputed border between the 2 states in the early hours of Tuesday after a truck allegedly laden with illegally felled timber was intercepted by forest guards from Assam. 6 people, 5 tribal villages from Meghalaya and forest guard from Assam were killed due to the clashes. Earlier in the day, the mortal remains of the Forest Protection Force personnel identified as Bidya Singh Lekte was consigned to flames as per traditional rituals in his native village in Karbi Anglong district. In Meghalaya, attendance in government offices was thin in response to a call by various organizations for a non-cooperation movement in protest against the border violence, the official said. Several social organizations and student associations of Meghalaya, including the influential Khasi Students Union KSU and the Federation of Khasi, Jansia and Garo people, had declared the non-cooperation steer. And on the note, let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching IS News.
Hotel Ambrosia, situated near Delhi Airport at Mahipalpur, provides room at affordable prices, 24-hour Wi-Fi service, pick and drop service, restaurant service for Northeast and North Indian foods, and Idfam, one of a renowned Manipuri cuisine restaurant, is giving breakfast and a meal as complimentary. So please visit Hotel Ambrosia at Mahipalpur. For more details, please contact Hotel Ambrosia, Mahipalpur, Delhi. Contact number 9643504772.
पुजरकले महिंद्रा कंपनी अमदी हॉलैंड कंट्री की IZ कंपनी का पुन्ना टिश्यू कल्चर तौजरगा पुथोकपा आलू चारा असेंगबा आलू चारा अमना आलू केजी अमा हेनबा पोथोक लेरबा आलू चारा पुजरकले सही तरह चुपना मियाम की सेवा तौदुना लाकलबा मचेलबा एग्रो महिंद्रा ट्रैक्टर मालूम बाजारदा ngasi मंगलेंग थोकपिरकलो अदोंगी दरकार ओइबा आलू चारा लोबी होरो थाबी होरो
Welcome back. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on IS News. Now proceeding with other news. Newly recruited commandos of Assam Police are being trained by the Indian Army for better capacity building and greater synergy among the security forces, a defense spokesperson said as per a media report. The official said the 40-day training in 7 locations of Assam and Meghalaya has started from Monday. The training will be conducted in 2 phases, that is, basic phase and advanced phase. The focus of basic military training will be making trainees stronger both mentally and physically. In advanced military training, trainees will be taught tactical combat skills as well as various policy aspects related to maintenance of law and order situations, Defense spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Mahendra Rawat said. The cold wave has started in Rajasthan. The mercury dropped below normal in Sikar, Churu, Bhilwara and Kota. The minimum temperature was below 10 degrees Celsius in 20 cities of the state. Mount Abu was the coldest place at 2 degrees Celsius, a report said. Gino Wolf, a Chihuahua Eskimo dog mix, has been officially named the world's oldest dog alive by Guinness World Records. While most dogs lived up to 8 to 15 years, some dogs even lived 20 years, but Gino has outlived most of the dogs. Gino Wolf, born on September 24, 2000, was adopted by Alex Wolf from Colorado's Humane Society of Boulder Valley in 2002. Alex Wolf told the Guinness World Records that "I have taken great care of him over the years and he is still in relatively very good shape and really cute still, which is surprisingly considering his age." Gino celebrated his 22nd birthday on November 15, 2022 in Los Angeles, California. Alex Wolf said that the secret to Gino's longevity is a healthy, balanced diet and veterinary care. He said that Gino enjoys activities like taking naps by the fire, munching on salmon snacks, and riding around the neighborhood in a wagon as he ages because his eyesight is not as good as it once was. Now the sports news. In FIFA World Cup today, Australia beat Tunisia by 1-0 in Group D match. Saudi Arabia will clash with Poland and France will lock horns with Denmark. Australia suffered a 4-1 loss to France in the opening match of the competition on Tuesday, while Tunisia played out a goalless draw with Denmark in their first game. Tunisia is competing in the finals of the World Cup for the sixth time in their history, and they were looking to reach the knockout round of the competition for the first time. The second match of Group C, which started at 6:30 p.m., is underway. Poland has scored 1 goal against Saudi Arabia in the first half. Saudi Arabia is on a high after their spectacular 2-1 win against Lionel Messi's Argentina. Poland, on the other hand, is coming from a goalless draw against Mexico. At 9:30 p.m., France will have the opportunity to become the first team to ensure a place in the knockout stages by beating Denmark in their second match. Denmark, on the other hand, will have to win this match. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Officials from Thailand Embassy and University of Mahidol, Bangkok visit Integrated Checkpost ICP Moree. Thailand team says no hurdle in Thailand-Myanmar border trade. Prime Minister Modi says pro-people policies of government empowering poor and women. Launches various new initiatives under e-court project on Constitution Day. Security forces seize drugs worth rupees 1.25 crore, arrest 2 suspected drug smugglers in Technopal. Alliance Air resumes Silchar to Imphal flight service after a decade to enhance the air connectivity in Northeast.